Well, in our last video, we talked about adaptation, the third pillar of empiricism. Remember, Scrum is all about making things transparent so that the team and its stakeholders can inspect what they're doing and adapt to better deliver value. But oftentimes that is challenging, and Scrum acknowledges that by saying adaptation becomes more difficult when the people involved are not empowered or self-managing. A Scrum team is expected to adapt the moment it learns anything new through inspection. So these two words, empowered and self-managing, are key for Scrum teams to truly be effective. If they're not empowered or self-managing, it's more difficult for them to adapt. It's more difficult for them to change based on what they are inspecting. So if we don't have these two words, it's like our Scrum is lipstick on a pig Scrum, or we may have the outward appearance of Scrum, but we don't have the lifeblood of empowerment, self-managing, and empirical process. So these two words are crucial for effective Scrum teams. But what do they mean? Let's talk about self-managing first. They are related, but let's talk about this one first. Self-managing means that teams have the authority to decide what to work on and how to work on it. And that doesn't mean that teams can say, hey, well, we can do whatever we want. This is great. No. But leadership of the organization, they give a vision for teams to follow. They give constraints, saying, hey, you guys cannot go outside of these constraints. These are your boundaries. But anywhere within here, you can work on things that go toward our goals or help improve our problems. And this is really empowering, and this helps. It is empowering, and it gives self-management because it allows teams to self-organize and say, okay, I know what the organization wants to accomplish. I know their goals. I know their great vision. And I know what I'm not allowed to do. And I know, hey, maybe our team can help fix a problem. And anywhere within here, I have this room as a Scrum team to innovate, to be creative, and to use my gifts, talents, and abilities to help this organization be great at delivering value. So that is self-managing, and also some overlap from empowerment. Empowering, best way to think about this is from Daniel Pink's book Drive, and he gives 3 words: autonomy, mastery, and purpose. Autonomy means that teams have the authority, right, to manage themselves. They have authority to make decisions on what and how. No one is telling them, okay, you need to do this certain way. There's no specific mandates. They are given the opportunity to pursue mastery in their craft, so they're given opportunities to grow in their craft and encouraged to continue to learn, and they're given purpose. They know how their work ties to what the organization is trying to accomplish, their goals and the visions of the organization, and there's a clear connection there. So that is what really empowers teams, is when they have autonomy to decide what to work on and how to work on it, when they have mastery, when they're encouraged to grow and pursue mastery, and when they have a clear purpose of how their work ties into what the organization is trying to accomplish. But what are some signs that self-management and empowerment may not be present? Let's look at that real quick, actually. So some signs that self-management and empowerment are not present is that teams cannot decide what tools they can use, right? Okay, everyone must use Jira, everyone must use this or that. That doesn't encourage teams to use what's most effective for them, or teams are not involved in the hiring process. They have no say who joins their team and who doesn't, when actually they could be the best people who could give input on who would be truly effective for their team. Or decisions have to go through management. Decisions through management. Or a product owner is not empowered. Product owner has to get clearance from people higher up to ship their product, and that's going to slow them down, the Scrum team down, from truly getting feedback, because they always have to wait to ask for approval to ship what they're doing. There could just be high standardization across the organization. Standardization. And the team cannot set their own goals, even within the greater goals of the organization. They can't really choose their own product goals or their sprint goals. And that's just a small sample of possible things that could inhibit teams from being self-managing and empowered. So hope that helps you guys. Remember, these are two crucial components of effective Scrum and effective Scrum teams. So if you're in a context of your team lacks empowerment or self-management, think through, hey, what could be one way that I could move us toward greater self-management, and see where that takes you. So hope that helps you guys. Thanks. Bye.